Welcome to I Am One, where I am one with the Creator and one with myself. Today we continue in our journey of 28 days of African Tarot. During this time, I did randomly pick 5 cards, but I'm only going to focus on one. And this card is called the Judgment card. And as I began to just sit and look at this card and ponder and get a sense of what we need to hear about this card, it led me to not even look at the other 4. Not that there is not a message that could come from all 5, but I believe at this time, just this one card is appropriate and enough. So I want to just give you my thoughts on this Judgment card. Judgment is representing either a divine entity, or to break it down and make it more personal or on our level, a person in leadership. Because when we see people in leadership, especially if you're coming from the church, they're almost like a God figure. They're the person you're looking up to. They're the person you're getting your guidance from. They're the person that is telling you yay or nay on a matter, or I think you should or shouldn't do whatever, so and so. And so with this card, Judgment, this divine entity or person in leadership, if you look at this card and just really focus in on it, and I think that's why I need to just do one card tonight, because I want you to just get the full essence of this one card. This divine entity or person in leadership is beating on this drum, which basically means sounding the alarm. It's getting your attention. And if you see the people underneath this being, it's as if they've heard the alarm and they're getting into attention. They're falling into attention. When you read the note for this card, it talks about they're raising up or rising up out of their coffins, and they're coming to the meeting because the leader, the entity, has something to share. And usually this is happening around the time at work when you're going to have your evaluation. And you're going to be assessed on what you achieved or didn't achieve in this past year. The last 12 months of your performance in that particular department, position, placement. And so the leader, the entity, the divine entity, the person in charge is summoning the people, and they are coming and they are falling into attention, because now is the time to hear how well you've done. And I think this card is really, really important, because for those of you in leadership, you know how hard it is to lead 1, 2, 3, 20, 30 people with all the different personalities and all the different mindsets and all the different perspectives and ways that they think things should be done, and the way that they think that they would do it if they were in your shoes. And so this person in leadership has the task of passing judgment, calling to their attention individually what they did or did not do in this past year. And there's something about being in that position. A lot of people think, yeah, they make the big bucks. And a lot of people think, okay, they have to do this and they have to do that, or how could they get in this because they don't have this and they don't have that. And so a person in leadership goes through a whole lot. And if you are one of those people in leadership, hear this word and hear it well. You are called to pass judgment. You are called to evaluate and assess. You are called to get the people in line. And it's not an easy call, because There are those that are real easy to say, you're doing a great job, and I wish I had 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 more just like you, because they make your job easy. But then you also have that 1 or 2 in the bunch that aren't quite as fun to supervise or fun to manage or fun to give direction to, because they get offended easily, or they can't handle the truth as well as other people, or they see the constructive criticism as a personal attack. And so you've got to walk that tightrope and understand the different personalities that you work with and how you need to be able to, one, tell them the truth, but do it in a way that still builds up. So for you, Judge, when looking at this card, I want you to see that the sun is shining down on you. I want you to see that it looks like eagle's wings are behind you. They're lifting you up. They're not going to let you fall. I need you to see that the clouds, or it looks like clouds or smoke that's there behind, it's there to cover and protect you, because you have a major job to do. You have a major responsibility to uphold, and it is to your advantage to be as upright, to be as authentic and credible as you can be when it comes to leading and then having to pass judgment. Nobody likes that word. You can't judge me. How can you judge me? Well, some of you are in that position where that is definitely your specific job. And in your passing judgment, you're either going to raise them up so that they can go on to the next level, or you're going to have to tell some, you're going to need to stay right here a little while longer because you're not quite ready to graduate. That's the ugly part of the position. And yet, when you are strong enough, when you can stand on those wings, when you can stand with the sun shining on you, when you can stand knowing that the clouds are going to cover you and protect you, when they talk nasty about you behind your back and go in the break room and gossip about you, that you're still going to be whole. You are still going to be strong. You're still going to be authentic and credible in the position that you're in, because you have to be. You have to be, because their lives depend on it. Their lives depend on you to tell them the truth. Their lives depend on you guiding them in the way they need to go, even if they have to go kicking and screaming, even if they don't appreciate it at the moment. You're going to have to stand and stand strong and know that you are backed. And if you are not in leadership, and you're the one that is having the judgment passed on you, you're the one who has to get that hard truth told to, or you're the one that you're meeting all the marks, and you're whatever the benchmark is, you're meeting it and exceeding it. Here's a word for you. There's still room to grow. There's still more to know. So don't get the big head because you're doing all right now, and you're on, it looks like, their good side, and it seems like, yeah, you're getting the nice increase in your pay or bonus in your check or whatever the case may be, recommendation to go to the next level. Because you need to understand, the judge you have now may not be the judge you have next year this time. So you still have to perform, regardless of who the judge is over you, regardless of whether you like that judge or not. I've said it often. I do my job well, and I don't have to like my supervisor to do my job well, because I'm responsible for the job I do and how well it gets done. The judge is just there to confirm you're on the right track. The judge is just there to confirm you are where you're supposed to be. Or the judge is right there to say, you know you could do better if you did such and such, if you would cut out such and such. Because they're not just there to stroke you. They're there to help you grow and be the best that you are to be in whatever that position is. And if there's a level that you're trying to attain, take the criticism. And you may think it's harsh at the moment, but take it, because it's only going to make you better. It's only going to help you be prepared when you get to where you think you're supposed to be. We all need a judge. We all need to be judged, because that is what helps us to grow. That's what helps us to mature. That's what helps us to get to the next level. And for those who go kicking and screaming, and it's always somebody's picking on me, and it's always she or he doesn't like me, and it's always, why do they always come down on me? Maybe it's because, listen to this, maybe it's because they see what's in you. You talk about what's in you, but they see it. And in order for them to get you to where you talk about, they're going to have to push you a little bit. They're going to have to get on your last good nerve just a little bit. Because last time I talked about being in a familiar place and not wanting to get out of the box. They're there to help you get out of the box. And who knows? Next year, this time, you may be in that same particular place, position, have that same specific role as judge, as being the leader, as being that divine entity. Oh my gosh. Will you be ready for it? The judge in this card is well able and ready to do what is necessary to grow, to nurture, and to prepare the people under him or her. Because he or she has had to grow and learn and prepare to be where they are. Take the negative. See it as a building block and not a stumbling block. Now, I know all leaders aren't like that, but I'm saying in this instance, even if you don't have a leader like what's represented on this card, don't think for a minute that you still cannot succeed under that leadership, because you have a part to play as well. And doing what you're supposed to do in the moment, it will not go unrecognized. They may not want to see it if they're not walking in their integrity, but it will not go unrecognized. You stay the course. Because the authority that they have right now, the sun behind them, the wings and the clouds that they have behind them now, if they don't stand in their integrity and authenticity, you think that sun's going to continue to shine? You think those wings are still going to flap and cover? You think those clouds are still going to be there to uphold and uplift? They may have earned it to get there, but they have to do what's necessary to stay there. And if you're doing what's necessary for where you are, so that you can get to the next level, even if you're not trying to get to the next level, it's not going to go unnoticed or unrecognized. Somebody's going to see it. Somebody above that person is going to see it and call attention to it. Stay the course. Hold on. Don't be weary in well doing. But to the leaders, you know what you have to do. And every day is not going to be fun in the sun. But if you're going to be truthful, if you're going to be honest, if you're going to be what you need to be in the moment, in that position, with that authority, you're going to win and win big every time. And anybody who comes to try to come against you in your authenticity, in your credibility, in your doing the job that you know you're supposed to do in the way that you know you're supposed to do it, they're going to regret that they put their mouth on you. They're going to regret that they even mention your name in a negative way. They're going to regret it. Stay the course. Do what's necessary. Judge well, and the light will ever shine upon you. Receive that word this day, and peace and blessings to you all.